Hi friends, welcome to my channel and welcome back. I'm Jeannie and I don't know if it's too soon for Easter manis, but I could not resist using these adorable colors from the new Easter egg collection from Dipp'd. So let me quickly show you these colors and then we will jump into a really fun mani. Did you catch the clever names? I just think it is so cute. And that's not the reason why I love these dips, but it is an added bonus because I just love punny names. So this collection I love because they are such a good variety of pastel colors. And they all kind of give like that speckled egg look in a different way. Like I've used other speckled egg dips and toppers from other companies in the past, but this one just feels different and unique because those speckles in here, the little black speckles, I'm not sure what kind of material they are, but they're just so tiny. So they just give that little bit of interest and they don't overwhelm the nail. And then there's the added like medium black hex glitters, but it's not so packed full that you get a bunch of those glitters. It's just a little bit to create that little bit of interest. So I just think it's a unique take on the speckled eggs that I absolutely love. And I didn't even mention, as an added bonus, these are all thermals. So when they're hot, they turn to like a whitish or lighter version of their color. So that makes it extra fun that they're also color changers. The Easter egg collection will be releasing this Saturday, March 7th, and the colors will be available individually or you can buy it as a collection. If you like more than half the colors in the collection, I recommend that you just go ahead and buy the whole collection because she does have a deal where there's 7 dips in all in this collection. So if you buy the whole collection, you pay for 6, but you get the 7th one for free. So 7 dips for the price of 6, I think is really awesome, especially because these colors are so fun. And if you do any shopping, I'm not sure if the discount code will apply to the collection because you already get the 7th dip for free. However, if you have other stuff in your cart, you can use code ddfans10 and that'll save you 10% off your orders. So just keep that in mind as well, of you can use a discount code and save on your orders. But anyway, I got excited about this collection and I should really talk about what I'm actually doing. So I finished up 2 dips of foul play on my thumb and now I'm pouring most of the dip back into the jar. But I'm going to leave a little bit out because I want to do a little bit of glitter placement. So you can see I did pick up a few of those larger hex pieces, but I want a little bit more. So I'm just applying a thin, even layer of dip base to my entire nail. And then I'm going to be using a precision tool. You can use an orange wood stick, toothpick, whatever you have. So I'm dipping that tip into the wet dip base. And then I'm picking up little individual pieces of glitter and I'm just placing them where I want to place them on the nail. I don't want the nail to be too busy, so I'm just placing a couple of pieces. These are about a medium-sized hex glitter, so they lay really flat. So after those couple pieces, I'm just going to let my nail sit and dry and move on to my next nail. So I'm going to encapsulate all my nails in clear at the end. So continuing on my index finger, I'm going to be using Cluck Bait. So this is a yellow and it's such a pretty pastel yellow. And most times pastel yellows are notorious for being difficult to use and being chalky, but this one was so easy to use. So I'm just doing 2 dips of this as well. So starting with my first dip, I'm dipping into the color, and then as my dip base is drying, I'm cleaning up my cuticle area and sidewalls with my precision tool. After that dries, I'm making sure that I'm dusting off the excess powder. You can see I didn't pick up any of those larger hex pieces. So now I'm going to go in with layer 2. So for layer 2, I'm going in with a thin, even layer of dip base. I want to make sure that my entire nail's covered. If I missed any spots in my first layer, I want to make sure that I'm covering it with my second layer. I'm being really careful not to get any product on my skin. And then once again, I'm going to go ahead and dip into Cluck Bait, I think this was, and then tap off the excess powder. If it is still a little bit wet, you can dip back into the powder. And so now you can see I did pick up a couple of those hex glitter pieces, but I'm going to want a couple more pieces. So I actually end up doing glitter placement on all my nails, but it is a really quick process because I don't want a whole nail of those glitters. So only having to place like a couple of pieces is fairly simple and fairly quick. It makes it a little bit easier if the dip liquids that you're using aren't a super fast dry time. So I'm using my double dipped dip liquids. These are the regular formula. It's my favorite to use. And it's about a medium dry time. So I have more than enough time to do the glitter placement, especially because I'm only doing a couple pieces. So by the time I'm done, the dip base is still wet. So that's why I'm just going to go ahead and move on to my other fingers. And by the time I'm done with all 5 fingers, it'll be dry enough to where I can start capping in clear. So I'm moving on to my middle finger. So yes, I am using 5 colors because I wanted to use as many colors as possible. And I'm sure to no surprise to anyone, this is my favorite color out of the collection. So this is Peckish. It is such a beautiful, like soft lavender color. So I'm going to do 2 dips of that on my middle finger. I'm going to skip my ring finger now for now because that's going to be a French tip. I'll do my pinky and then I'll come back to do my ring finger to do that French tip. And by the way, are you seeing that thermal change happening on my thumb? So fun. For my French tip on my ring finger, I'm going to be using On Natural for my base color. And then for the actual French tip, I'm going to be using Henny Penny. So I'm pouring Henny Penny into my Dipped in Chaos because this does double as a French tip tray. You can also just buy like a cheap French tip tray off of Amazon. But in order to do the French tip and make it even, you want to make sure that your dip is as level as possible. So I'm tapping my Dipped in Chaos against the table to level out that dip pattern, and that's going to make sure I have even lines. So I'm going in with my dip base and I'm applying a thin, even layer of dip base to my entire nail. And then once I feel like I have my entire nail covered, I'm going to start with the French tip part. So I'm picking up my Dipped in Chaos and I'm slowly moving my finger into that dip powder. and I'm making it parallel to that dip powder. So I'm just going to slide it in slowly till around where I want to stop, which is where my natural free edge stops. And then I'm going to tap off the excess powder downwards. And for the nail bed, I'm going to pour over on Naturel to soak up the rest of that dip base. So the key is just making sure you slowly slide into that dip powder. The more parallel you are, the more curved of a line you're going to get. If you want more of a straighter French tip line, you would want to be more perpendicular to the dip powder, if that makes sense. I like mine a little more curved, which is why I like to stay parallel to that dip powder. So once again, to go in with my second layer, I need to make sure that my dip is level. So I'm tapping it across the table to make sure that I'm leveling out that dip powder. And it's going to be the same as the first layer, a little bit easier because now I have that guide of the first layer. So I'm only going to dip up to where I have the first layer. So I'm applying a thin, even layer of dip base to the entire nail. And then if I missed any spots with the first layer, I'm going to cover it up with the second layer. And then I will go back in to Henny Penny and create that French tip line to deepen up that color. Now, I do have a little bit of regret for using Au Naturel because Henny Penny is a light pink. Au Naturel is like that light beigeish color. So I feel like they blended in too much. Like you couldn't see, the French tip wasn't really prominent. So I kind of wish I would have just used a clear for my base, but I mean, I still love the way it turned out, but I think the colors were just a little bit too similar, so it made more of a subtle French tip. But I poured over Au Naturel to the rest of my nails, to that nail bed, to absorb the rest of that dip base. I'm cleaning up around my cuticle area and sidewalls with my precision tool, and then I'm going to dust off the excess powder. So you can see that French tip, but it's not very prominent. So once I finished with all 5 nails, I think I placed like 1 or 2 glitters on the ring finger as well. But now I'm going to go ahead and cap all my nails in clear. And what this is going to do is, one, it's going to provide a little bit more strength to my nails. But two, because there are some glitters in here and I'm going to do some filing and buffing, I don't want to file through the glitters because they're likely silver in the middle. So that would look really obvious because like they're black glitters and then if you saw silver. So the clear is going to protect my glitters from filing and buffing so I don't file through them. So I apply a generous amount of dip base to my entire nail. I dip into the clear dip powder and then I'm going to let that dry. Once it's completely dry, I'm going to take a stiff scrub brush and scrub off the excess powder. I use a regular like fluffy dust brush for regular dips, but whenever it comes to clear or sheerer colors, I like to make sure that I scrub off the excess powder because that ensures I don't get any graininess or cloudiness because sometimes that can happen when you're dipping in clear. So once I scrubbed off the excess powder, I'm now going to apply a generous amount of activator to all my nails. So the activator is what hardens or cures my dip powder, and I want to make sure that it's penetrating through all 3 layers of dip powder, which is why I apply a generous amount because I don't want to file off chunks of the dip powder because it wasn't properly hardened. So once I apply the activator to all my nails, I wait at least a full 2 minutes for my dip powder to harden. You know it's ready because if you tap it, you can hear like a hollow tapping noise. So wait till you hear that and then you know that you're ready to go ahead and file and buff. So I did that off camera. Here's how my nails are looking after I file and buff. So you can see that thermal action happening because my nails are warm from that filing and buffing. But for my ring finger, I wanted a little something more. So I have these cute Easter stickers that I picked up when I was in Korea, knowing that I wanted to buy more seasonal stickers. And I almost forgot I had these, which would have bummed me out because I really wanted to use them. Although I do have plenty of time. I know it's a little bit early for an Easter mani. So I'm gonna save you from how much I struggled with the packaging. So there's these cute little bunnies. So I was trying to decide like which one I wanted to use, where I wanted to place it. So I kind of look through and see what it'll look like on my nail. But once I determine which one I want to use, I'm going to use a pair of tweezers because I don't want to get the oils from my fingers on the stickers. And stickers you need to apply on clean, dry surface. So after I filed and buffed, I went ahead and wiped my nails with some isopropyl alcohol, let that dry. And that's what I'm applying the stickers to. So once I have that little bunny on, I'm going to add like a little bit of accents because it has like some flowers, there's some little hearts, and there's also some greenery. So I'm going to do a little bit of everything. I don't want it to be too busy, but I just want to add a couple more stickers to the nail just because they were so cute. And don't be surprised if you see these stickers again because I kind of want to use them again because I just think they're cute. So once I finished placing all the stickers, I decided that I'm just going to use a gel top coat instead of dip top coat. And the reason why is if I were to use dip top coat, I would need to encapsulate my nails first because I would need activator for my dip top coat to dry. And if I applied the activator directly on the stickers, it would melt them. So for gel top coat, you need a layer of gel base first because I buffed my nails smooth. It's too smooth for the top coat to adhere to, so it would just peel off. So I'm first going in with a layer of gel base coat. This is the double dipped HEMA-free gel top coat. I'm applying a thin, even layer of that to all my nails. Once I've got that on all my nails, I'm going to give them a full cure for 60 seconds, and then I can go in with my gel top coat. I cured my gel top coat for a full 60 seconds and then I let my nails cool down for a few seconds. And the reason why I do that is because if I applied my cuticle oil while my nails were still a little bit warm from the lamp, I find that it kind of dulls the shine. So I just like a few seconds to wait to just let them cool down. And then, as always, finish off my mani by rehydrating my cuticles. I've got my Scales of a Mermaid cuticle oil in the scent Go Glen Coconut. This is a really great, like tropical, coconutty type scent. It is a bit of a stronger scent, so that's something to note if you are sensitive to stronger scents. I love this scent, but I don't use it very often because it's a little bit stronger than scents that I'm used to, but I love it, so I use it anyway. I do also have an affiliate code with Scales of a Mermaid. So if you plan to do any shopping, you can always use my code Genie10 to save 10% off your orders. But anyway, that pretty much wraps up today's Manny. And if you're still here, drop me a bunny emoji down below in the comments. And how fun is this Manny? You can sort of see that thermal change and that speckled egg look. I just think it's so cute. So I hope this video is helpful and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I'd appreciate if you gave this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue creating content like this. And it also helps YouTube recommend me to others, which helps grow my channel. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I upload content every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.